Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Orb of Creation, or welcome back to it if you caught my coverage on my main channel, or my previous coverage on my previous series. It is a incremental orb ponderer with a ton of different options, a lot of different progression systems, layers and layers of UI. I absolutely adore this game. It is so much fun, it is so interesting to play through, and it is finally out in 1.0. I'm going to pick up where I left off from the video I put up over on the Wonderbots channel, because ultimately the beginning of this game is kind of slow and I didn't want to play it again. But rest assured, I'll explain things as we go along to the best of my ability. There's a lot of things going on. So here's my orb. We can ponder it. It generates mana every turn. Here are my regular resources: knowledge, thaumaturgy, and psi. Knowledge just is more or less a resource for buying upgrades. Thaumaturgy, also a resource for buying upgrades, but it also increases my maximum mana. So if I cast this spell, it increases my thaumaturgy by a little bit and raises the cap of my orb by a comparable amount. And so the goal is to probably have a bunch of thaumaturgy. And psi, like knowledge, is just another random resource to spend on things. We've got layers of UI to go through and tons of upgrades. So these are kind of small linear upgrades that give me small bonuses. These are single upgrades that give me extra effects, either like a new ability or an upgrade for something that already exists, or something that then gets added to this kind of giant list. We've also got augments, which I can research more of. We can get spells. I've got a bunch of spells. I can only cast 4 spells at the moment. I can only have 4 equipped at a moment, but I have 5 spells to do so. I'm going to raise the master of that spell, which doesn't mean anything at the moment, but it will as we go along. Raising mastery increases various effects, but only if these level up. So if I think I just leveled up charm, so now all of my charms are a little cheaper and a little bit more powerful, and every single infusion effect gets a +2, though I don't actually remember what infusions I have. You can also modify spells, so you can actually go through and add little like glyph modifiers to your spells to change their effects. So I've currently got small, which reduces every single one of my spells power by a little bit, but also heavily reduces their cost, their drain cost, their cooldown, and increases their casting speed, so I can cast them a lot faster than I would normally be able to, and can cast a lot more of them because of that, because some of these spells get kind of expensive and I run out of mana and then I can't cast any more spells. And I'm going to unlock more spells, but only if I have the correct resources. So I need 720 knowledge, but I can only go up to 785. And this is casting we've talked about. You can also raise your spells levels. Whenever this levels up, you can raise the levels, which then increases their costs. Otherwise, you can actually lower the level and decrease their costs, but then also decrease their overall power. So it's kind of a push and pull there. So that was kind of the magic section. Then we have Scholar, which is currently just mostly an upgrade area, but we do actually have the ability to put trait points into various tech trees to unlock small bonuses, but I can't do that at the moment, so we're not even going to think about it. So I left the game running between episodes, and I guess I should probably spend some of my resources. I think, what are we even pursuing? The answer is not much. Go back to wizardry upgrades. Actually, if anything, what I should do is buy as many of these like base upgrades as I can possibly get my hands on. So we can upgrade glyphs, augment glyph upgrades, allowing them to be used more than once. What does that even mean? A lot of this is new to me. I did a full series on this game when it first came out, had a lot of fun with it, and then they did a lot of huge changes for the 1.0, much of which I don't recognize and do not know, so I'm going to have to just puzzle these things out as we go along. So, upgrade. Oh, so I can actually upgrade one of these. So if I click on this, I can level small. Small max usage, small free usage. Interesting. Yeah, so I only have 2 of these runestones, so I can only level 1 of these. So what does this do? So this, I think leveling quick. Okay, leveling quick reduces the spell cost and increases the cooldown speed, because normally quick adds 1.15 times the cost, but reduces the cooldown by 30%. So this would actually make it a little bit better. I've been using small because it's a little bit better, but in this case, it does not actually does not affect the reduction. in power. And so I actually don't know if leveling small is worth it. Yeah. Because I'd love to be able to reduce the cooldown even further and increase the power. The main benefit of this is increasing the casting speed. I think if I'm going to be leveling anything up, it might actually be a good idea to go for leveling quick. It's tough. Otherwise, we could actually learn the Storm Glyph, just to see what that gives me, before I do anything else. Okay, Spellbook, Spellcraft. Oh, I see. Glyph is different from Augment. So we now have Channel Spark. Okay, so cost me mana, gets me Spark. Well, I guess we should probably grab that. Let's see, Augment Spellbook. I'll figure out augmenting things at a later date. Remove that, put that in here. Okay, so this is a Storm Alteration Cantrip. So spell-wise, this gives me Knowledge, this gives me Thaumaturgy, this gives me Spark, which is a resource I do not have. This lets me actually boost my cantrip. So if I cast this, this is a little bit more powerful, this is a little bit more powerful, and this is substantially more powerful, but it is going to be very expensive. So I'm going to cast it anyway and have pretty much no mana, but now I have Spark for a bit, question mark. I guess we didn't channel, or I guess really we ran out. So the one problem with Spark is that it slowly works its way back down to 0. So I guess I'd need to save up and wait before... Oh my gosh, that has such a long cooldown. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see, Spellbook, spells. How much does it cost to upgrade that one? A lot. Well, I think I need to make this one... also make this one small, if I can. Yeah, because I think leveling this up only increases the casting speed, which is really limited. So I think we're going to go for quick, because quick actually has long-term benefits. And eventually having free usage on quick is actually going to be extremely helpful. So let's go here. Let's go to loadout. I'm going to get rid of small on that one. I think we're just going to have regular on that. I'm going to put small on Channel Spark, because otherwise it's really expensive. And it looks like I'm going to need it for a number of things. Let's see if we can make this work. Just gotta wait for the cooldown to go. Okay. So that makes it a lot cheaper, but a little bit less effective. That's maybe fine. Okay. Boost. Let's go for this, because we want to do Duplicate Spellbook. And we want to do Storm Shaper. Both of which are extremely helpful. And Advanced Study. Do I have anything else I can spend my Crackle casting? I want to cast, use up all of my Spark before it gets, before it dips back down to 0. Then I guess I should be casting these when I have the resources for them, just for the small bonus. Okay, so learn formation, but I'm going to need a heck of a lot more capacity on this. So agility. It reduces cantrip cooldown speed, base spark capacity. Let's snag that. Let's see. Yeah, so cantrip cooldown speed means I can cast these much more often. This means I can hold more spark, which also potentially stops it from decaying quite as fast. Eventually you can kind of get to a baseline level for this stuff, but you more or less have to keep casting Channel Spark if you want to get the right stuff. I should have actually done this for 16 seconds. I'm going to wait until this is at like 17 now. We're just going to keep boosting that because I need to get my storm reserves up roughly as high as I can possibly get them. Though honestly, getting a bunch in agility also makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think I can... Yeah, I only have 4 upgrade slots at a time. But I might as well go for the cantrip cooldown speed because this takes a long time, normally, to cool down. Okay, so formation's a little off. But yeah, if we can get this up to 400, wouldn't be bad. I guess the other thing I could do, I gain knowledge naturally. I guess I could just do a normal one. Because, yeah, Spark is going to be one of my main limitations for a while. So I guess I should make the most of it. And try and get Storm Shaper, if we can afford it. No. Can't afford it. Ran out of juice. Ouch. Well, do we want to grab some other things in the meantime? Sure. Yeah, so trying to cast both of these simultaneously doesn't really work. What are these? Storm, Alteration, and Cantrip. So this does not benefit it. Oh, you can actually mouse over and it tells you. And that's magical resources gained, which does not actually include channeling Spark. Alright. So maybe we go for Formation, because I could probably afford that one. We're just going to have to wait. Maybe not, actually. Because, yeah, this only lasts for a little while. So I think I'm going to just keep working on the cantrip cooldown speed. He's actually extremely nice. Then I think we wait. Let's see, what else do we have? Observe reminders, pin purchasables, or conceptualization. Convert mental ideas, mental energy into ideas, and then pin purchasables. So we can look at them later. So we also have this. So extra casting experience and mental resource rate, both of which are good, both of which are very good. Get a couple of these. Concepts. Contemplate. I'll leave that for later. We have Spark to currently be using. And I should be using it. Okay, so what is this? Concepts. Restorative learning. Reflective concept recipe. Reflective concept permanently grants a passive that generates mana after purchasing an attribute. Let's see. So I have to develop it. Takes a while. And then per attribute developed, gain... Sure. Let's keep contemplating. Let's keep pondering this orb to see what it gives me. Study mind. Advanced understanding of the mind. Reduces scholarism costs. Okay. Learn study mind. Okay, so these are things that I can equip. And they will slowly get me bonuses. This one is worth it. If expensive. So this is slowly costing me knowledge and psi, but I have enough gain in both of them that we're going to just slowly stack those up. Let's see. Put a point in that for reasons. Okay, divining spell power. Probably just go for these two. I don't know what I'm going to be able to buy with it. Because yeah, we're kind of capped out on those. We do actually have some more talents that I can invest into. I guess let's just get a pair in Storm Reserves. It's going to take some doing before I can get to that one. Oh, duh. Spells. I should focus on Mastery for this when I get the chance. Yeah, I don't have enough. Because the Mastery is going to make it a little bit more effective, at the very least. Okay, go back to this. So this is per level. And it reduces, yeah, scholar cost by 8%. That's pretty good. I should be getting Thaumaturgy, in retrospect. Yeah. I should stack that for a bit. So the main issue is because my Thaumaturgy is functionally nothing. I have almost no capacity here, and that's holding me back. Damn. That's real freaking good. Yeah, so I should cast that a couple more times. Let's see. If we go back to this, we can see that some of these prices, I believe, are starting to go down. Yeah, because I think all of these are scholar costs. Yeah. So I'll just let that go for a little while. Let's just cast this a couple of times. I could probably cast this. That one's not as much of a drain. What I'm hoping to do is get up to 100. Yeah, get the mastery up, because sometimes that unlocks new things for me anyway. And there's the channel spark speed. Okay, so cantrip, I think that's a cantrip cooldown speed. That's useful. Let's see. Now what? I mean, I guess we mostly just try and get my thaumaturgy back up, so I have mana cost. Because yeah, if I can run this with the bonus running, it'll be better. Okay, research. I have a bunch of these talent points that I can put into something. So wizardry levels, I think I've already put, yeah, a level into one of those. So +4 Storm Shaper effect levels, base spell crit rating, cantrip crit effect. And this can also potentially unlock some new things for me. Critical development requires level 9 Storm and Expert Scholar, Power Building, and more cantrip charge effect, which we haven't actually looked into / learned. Aura type attributes, passive generation of various resources. Yeah. This one lets me charge up spells, but I'm terrible at that. I always forget. So I'm not even going to think about it. Yeah, the main question is, these unlock a bunch of things, but a lot of them are expensive. So augment resonance, that costs 4. Expanded glyph table, max spell augment slots, and more spell capacity. Both are good. Yeah, improved charging, but I don't know how much we care about those. I think I'm gonna wait. I don't know what augment resonance means. We'll leave that for later. I know I could look into it. Okay, so back to regular scholar upgrades. Do you want to just get some scholar aura? Might as well. Keep working on those very slowly. Okay, so we have learn formation. I think that's probably the next step. Yeah, creates from nothing. That might actually give us the space upgrades. Yeah, unlocks infused spark, some other things. Let's go for this. Go for big cast. See if this gets me enough. It's just really expensive. Come on, get me over the hump. Perfect. Formation get. And then I guess we just pick up a point in agility while we're here. Okay, spellbook, unlock. Got some spellcraft to learn. So I can learn Conjure Space. So that's a huge progression section. Then actually we can, let's go into our spellbook loadout. Toss that one. Let's see. Oh, so we can, oh. It increases the level of it. Oh, that's fun. So now this has a 5-second cooldown. So I can just speed fire Conjure Knowledge, which we might as well do because there is another spell that I can learn. And yeah, it does increase the cost by a little bit, but kind of worth it. Hi? What? Okay. These are things to look into in a hot second, as soon as this is over. So, Emblem of Formation. Insufficient requirements to use effectively. because it requires expert wizardry and expert druidry. Toggles for 20 seconds, costs a lot of mana. After spell cast or after attribute developed, splash natural resources and building production. Or, kinetic mind. Generates mental resources momentum on spell cast. I think I'm going to go for this. I have no idea what that's going to give for me. That's like a whole new ass spell with resources. What is that even? Well, I can't even equip it. Okay, so we're not even going to think about it for now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get these two up. Let's see. Boost those for a bit. I certainly haven't been looking into, like, aptitude, for example. Keep boosting some of these stats for a bit. There's the more I can do here. You just don't need it. Yeah, that cost reduction is noticeable. It's not hugely so, but it's there. Maybe I should go back to studying magic. But more so, what I should do is nix this. Nix this. Get rid of both of those. Let's see. Grab both of these. It is time to conjure space. Okay, conjure space mastery. So we can now make the world. Eventually. It is currently expensive. Holy smokes, that is expensive. Let's see. So I guess in that case, let's get rid of quick. Because yeah, that does increase the cost. Let's actually go small on it. Frankly, we might actually just want to do small on each of these for now. Right. Are we good? Yep. Let's see. Study mind mastery. Oh, right. And spells. Some of these can be leveled up. Might as well boost that one a couple of times because I'd like to conjure the world, but I might as well get the conjure space buff going. Go back to this. Yeah, so every time we level these up, it's actually like noticeable bonuses. Yeah, still can't cast that one yet. Or maybe I can. I'm going to have to look into that briefly. Are we at 80? Okay, we can now make the world. Learn how to gather space and start to reform the old world. And no, this does not give you the ability to stop time. Okay, so duplicate spellbook. So now I can have more spell loadout slots, which we are going to benefit from greatly. And we can also go here and do Dimensional Shaper. But let's wait until I have enough mana to comfortably do so. Because this is... I think this is largely where I get a lot of my, like, base production or passive production. And we want that dearly. This is why I invested in Aura Gain earlier. Dimensional. Urn of Holding. So, what that's going to do is slowly increase my upper, like, how much I can hold. This will give me extra space per second. Which means pretty soon I'll actually be able to just not use this spell. But I'm going to have to swap things around. Because we're going to need Spark for this. Let's keep casting Thaumaturgy until I'm kind of at Thaumaturgy cap, and then we'll just leave it there. Yeah, so interestingly enough, the Urn of Holding, rather than giving a flat amount, it increases its cap gain. I think is a really interesting idea. Cast like 2 more Thaumaturgy? Maybe. Okay, spells. Don't think we need this. I don't think we need this either. Swap it out. We just need these two. Okay, do I wait for more? I guess let's go back to this. That's going to take a while. Do we want to switch it over to this one? Oh. You can actually input more if you wanted to. Sometimes I can apparently put this one in 3 times to have it scale faster. But might as well go for this one just because every time I gain an attribute, I can gain a little bit of mana. Not huge, but potentially nice. Okay, I should have done it in the reverse. Huh, did this run out? Might have. Yeah, so that just gives me a small amount of bonus mana. Huh. No, I guess it is costing. Okay. Well, we should wait. We don't want to spend too much there. So I'll just wait for this to tick back up again. Yeah, it'd be nice to grab some of these, but I can't. Let's go here. Just boost wisdom. A little bit of resilience. Okay. Now I should have enough. Because, yeah, we want to grab Urn of Expansion. Ideally, a couple of them. Ran out too early. But at least now I have half a point of space every second. Which means pretty soon I can just turn off Conjure space and just let the Urns of Expansion carry me. Which is going to be worth it. Let's see, what else do we do? Sonic Power. Duplicate Spellbook is going to be huge. Do we just get it now? Sure. This way I can have separate loadouts and I can mess around a little bit. Let's see. I don't remember how to swap them. How do I swap them? Spell capacity, weight, some other things. Searching. Go back to this. Make sure I have enough to at least buy that. It seems like this runs out really quickly for some reason. Even though I'm not casting it again. I'll have to investigate that. I could be accidentally canceling it somewhere along the way. Okay. Well, did I want to boost the mastery on this one? Yeah, because that'll give me a boost to cantrips, which we want. Yeah. Oh, is it this? Loadouts. Here we go. This is the button. Okay, I'm going to try a different loadout. Okay. Can I not? What happens if I do this? So, splash. What does splash mean? Oh. But yeah, okay, so this does not function. That's on a 4-minute cooldown. So we're just gonna have to leave that there. Maybe at some point between episodes when I'm like distracted, I'll go mess with that. Let's see. Do I actually want to boost my Focus Aura and Scholar Aura? Yeah. Because this is pretty close to going up one more level, which gets me an advancement. Which means I should probably actually look into my concepts. Because I've got some more that I can do. Contemplate. Oh, that's actually pretty close. But research. So we got some things here. Expert expansion. This is what we want badly. So this will cost me a little bit of space. Okay, a lot of space. But it will increase my generator levels and my dimensional effect levels. And we want to get that up to at least a couple of levels. Because if we take a look at this, Expert Archmagus, Tech Brainiac, and Overcharge Technology. I don't know how amazingly good they're going to be, but I want it. Let's see. Reflective Resource Generation. Or resource generation of reflective concepts and scholar attributes. I think we want that. I don't always know. Yeah, let's just boost my space. So let's go back to Spellbook Loadout, swap this, grab small. I might not have enough mana to cast all of these, so maybe this is a little overkill, but the cooldown is extremely short. So it doesn't matter that much. There we go. Okay, so if you've noticed, that is now boosted, yeah, dimensional and generator effect levels, and then expansion type experience. I think we know, I don't think we have anything to put that in. So we do have overcharge technology, but I still need 2 more levels before I can use that proper. Okay, do we want to get improved shaping? I think so. Just wait until I have enough mana and then I can cast some more of this. Let's see. Because, yeah, the more shaping gets me the Urn of Urns. And then containment. I don't remember what containment does. But it's something. Urn of Urns enhances the other 2. Containment enhances spatial generation and all resource caps. So by leveling this, all of my resource capacities go up by a little bit. We have cognitive shaping, but I'm going to need more urns of holding. I think if I want to actually make use of it. So why don't we ditch this? Ditch those. We put small on that, and then just 2 on augment space. Spells. A little expensive. Can't even cast it, don't have the capacity. I was kind of hoping I could, like, jump ahead by having natural resources, but apparently you need some of them first. Who knew? Honestly, we might actually just be better off casting 3 of these and then cycling 1 single Conjure space from there. Okay, so the cap rate is going up by 0.61 per second. So, I mean, it's not bad. Let's see. Grab the next level of this. How much is restorative? Oh, that's like 1.5 thousand mana every time. That's not bad. Let's contemplate a new concept. Okay, so we can do advance the understanding of space and time, reducing dimensional costs, which is good, or gets me spatial resources. Oh, after getting an attribute. No, I think I'd rather reduce costs because those are kind of expensive. Stop that. So this is going to cost me an amount. And yeah, I should get my thaumaturgy back up. We also have tech advancements. Let's see, but yeah, I don't have enough capacity for that even if I wanted to. I'm not even sure if this is worth it. At the moment. Yeah, do I get more urns of holding? I suppose. What else do we have? Divining spell power. Well, this is a cantrip. No, none of these boost my cantrips. I guess I'll get a couple of those. And what I really like is a thaumaturgy generator, but I think we're a couple... I think that's like somewhere in here. Memory and sorcery. And so we're, I think, unfortunately a little off of being able to cast that. It's okay, though. The cantrip cooldown speed, but there's nothing that increases my cantrip, or reduces my cantrip costs. Okay, that's only ticking down by a little bit. Okay, we got the first level. Yeah, I can speed this up a little, but obviously it costs me that much more. I think it's probably worth it. Just get like one more level in it. Though we just might not be able to stay above the curve on this one. It's okay. I think we only just want one more level on it, then we'll swap over to studying mind again. Just let that do its thing. Okay, study world mastery has gone up. Huh. Oh, that means I can probably get more of them. Like, stack a third one if I wanted to. Oh, that gets expensive though. Okay, let's stop. That's gonna just eat into all of my world. Do 2 of these. Go back to studying mind. 3? Just 2. Because yeah, that scales exponentially and a little too expensive for me. Let's see. Magic. Spellbook. Do I put this in? Yeah. Grab these two. And move these around. Okay, back to world. So I want to get more urns of expansion if I can get them. Because anything that gives me more passive resource gain is extremely nice. Let's see. I'm almost to the point where I can start saving up for cognitive shaping too. Because yeah, we're getting the capacity. Just takes a smidge. Let's see. I'm so glad that this tells me I have things that I can invest into. Sometimes. Do I? Or is it just telling me I have new options within that? That might be the case. Oh. Interrupted if another spell is cast. I see. That's why I keep interrupting myself. I'm a fool. So I'll have to keep that in mind. But if I want to get a bunch of spark, I'm going to have to wait. I guess let's get a level in academic for reasons. Let's just generate a bunch of... Here. Spellbook, spells. Let's grab another one of these. If I have a bunch of space ahead of time, it'll be easier to buy as many urns of expansion as I need. And then we can look into stuff like the Urn of Urns, which like actually is good. I just spent all of my thaumaturgy like a fool. Maybe we get cognitive shaping first. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. Things are too expensive. You know what? I'm actually going to do this. And then cycle that. There we go. Because I might as well have the space ones be small and leave this full size. Because we want to generate as many sparks per second as we possibly can to stay ahead of that drain. So we get cognitive shaping, which unlocks what exactly? Memory. Okay, base mental resource cap, energetic cap, magic, and elemental. So that's still not what I'm looking for. World pillar. Might actually... Okay, so it gets me agromancy. So we're actually within spitting distance of using natural resources for something. I'll think about it. Learn nature, but it requires 20,000. So I think we're going to have to just leave that for a little bit. At some point I should probably just start investing hard into aptitude. But I was hoping to get my Urn of Expansion at least somewhat expanded. Because I could probably buy 2-3 more levels. I just have to make sure. Let's shoot for 3. Because after a certain point, I'm not going to need to invest into this spell. Or I won't need to use Conjure space anymore, because this is just generating enough on its own. I also don't think I need 2 of these equipped, in retrospect. They are cheap enough. What do you think? 1 more? Cast 1 more? Yeah. Alright, there we go. So, spellbook, space. Let's nix both of these. I'm just not going to be casting them anymore. We'll wait for this to go all the way back up to the top. And go from there. Let's see. Spell types. There's all sorts of things. Yeah, so just wait for this to hit cap, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so what we want to do is just buy every single Urn of Expansion we can possibly afford. Get another one. Might even be able to buy another. No, we don't have enough. Okay, so let's go over here and get Study Magic a bunch of times. I might as well use the leftover spark for something. Okay, I think that's all I got. So let's go back to magic and start investing into aptitude. This gives me a bunch of small bonuses, and comparatively it's cheap. Okay. Because I think I want to learn nature. The improved energy reserves and a couple other things are going to be nice. I don't think we care. So this does increase my magic resources gained. Let's do loadout. I haven't used this one yet, but this boosts my mental resource gain. This one gives me magic and magic affinity. So that's probably what we want. Nix this, nix that. Do we just slap this in? Maybe. I'll just do small thaumaturgy. Because this is a magic resource, yeah? I think so. Because I might as well get a couple of Urn of Urns. It boosts my Urn of Holding and Urn of Expansion a fair bit. Okay, mana was good, so we can get another infused mana. It's actually spellbook loadout. If I get rid of that, we can actually just slap more of those in. Just restock on thaumaturgy while we're here. Okay. Base mental. I don't know how much of these we need. Okay, we got this over the hump. So it's mostly getting, yeah, this up, which I should have no trouble doing. by just hyper stacking thaumaturgy. Yeah. In fact, that actually gives me plenty. We can learn nature. Oh, that also reduces the cost? That's handy. So now we've learned the nature spellcraft. I'd actually be able to buy a couple of these. Okay, Conjure Life. Snag that. The next spellcraft is expensive, but augments glyphcraft. Too expensive for my blood. Let's see. Loadout. Nix one of these. Nix both of these. Grab this. So this is Druidic Conjuration Cantrip. So in that case, we probably want to go back to this one. It boosts cantrips. Okay, grab both of those. Okay, so I can cycle 4 of them. Interesting, they have extra charges. Keep cycling the Urn of Urns. And Magic. Casting Unlock, Whirling Sorcery. Oh, we can raise our output level. Oh, that's going to make everything really expensive, isn't it? I'm going to probably regret that, but we'll see. Okay, Spellcraft, our next spell. It's got Construct skill already. Okay. Because let's nix one of those. Throw this on. Baby, that's expensive. Okay, so this is gonna take a little bit before I can do anything. I think we're gonna need the world pillar. Probably. I feel like I've kind of jumped the gun on some of the progression here. And maybe that's fine. It's one of those nice things that we can always just turn around on and use what we've gained to build stuff. But yeah, let's probably save up and get the world pillar. Which means I'm gonna need more mana. A lot more mana. Here, let's just buy a bunch of memory. Because that gets me mana anyway. Because yeah, this is 7,000. Yeah. To even be able to cast all of these, we need over 20k. A little painful. Okay, we might also be better. Yeah, 2 stocked casts, but I don't think they line up particularly well. Like, I think there might be some diminishing returns there. Maybe not. I'll have to wait one more cycle before I mess with that. Unlock level all spells. Oh, sure. I don't know how useful that is. I don't even know where you would do that. Here? Level all. Oh. This is just a convenient button. If you have the resources, you can just hit that button. It does cost, though. Okay, let's wait a little bit, because yeah, I think we need the world pillar before I can do too much. Yeah, the next one there is expensive. The next one there is really expensive. We're not unlocking new glyphs anytime soon. $237. Yeah, so there are diminishing returns. So it might actually be better for me to split them up a little. Let's see. Spells, do we want to level this up? Sure. We're almost there. We just gotta wait. Because, yeah, start using agromancy. You know, previously I was talking about how it feels like this is a little on the slow side, but now I'm starting to feel like it's actually a decent pace. Maybe it's just the beginning of the game is a small slog, and what can you do about it? Let's keep buying Urns of Holding. We'll get plenty. Yeah, we get 7.85 every second for space. That's nutty. Okay, there's the world pillar. That should give me a whole new region to go mess with. Oh, we actually have enough space that I could get improved concepts. I just need a lot more. Yeah, I guess grab a couple of these. Let's see. Oh, agromancy is under world. What? Empty plot ground node. Empty plot plant sapling. Okay. Yeah, this is completely new for me. Create and plant a sapling that'll eventually grow into a tree. For 20 seconds costs... Okay. Let that go. Because, yeah, I think if you play these in sequence, it works a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, because I can do 3 cycles of them. And the tree is grown. Okay, so we've now planted an oak tree. Available actions, chop it down. Seriously, that's all I can do with a tree? Oak tree. Oh, component is growing. Needs some time before it can be used. I see. Oh, but yeah, my only options are to cut it down. That feels bad. Okay, the other thing we might want to consider doing is swapping to a build specifically to just focus on getting me a bunch of knowledge and mana quickly. Okay, because this boosts magical resources gained. This is a magic resource. So is that one. Psychic Blast gets me mental resources. So, no, I don't have enough slots. Or do I? I do. If I get both of these... I might be able to cast both of them. Okay, gets me a huge boost, but I don't know how viable it is. It's a hell of a lot of knowledge on a single cast. I'll say that much. I think I'm better off doing Psychic Blast on its own. And then gather knowledge. Namely because I should probably do the infused mana and a couple other, like, really basic things. We also have Spellcraft, which I have not bothered to do. Yeah, because unfortunately these are a little on the expensive side. That's just for spell mastery rate. Okay. Get a bit more of this. Because I'd like to at least get my infused mana back up to not parity. I don't actually know which word I'd use. Really, it's just I want this to be more expensive than my maximum capacity. But of course that takes a while. It's a magic. So really we just need to attune orb. So fine. I'll get rid of this one. Or, no. It's the other one. It's this one. We can also potentially level it up. That's not too expensive. I keep boosting these masteries. They have huge benefits. We just gotta work through them. Yeah, I could try and mix this with a cantrip booster. That could work. Doesn't last long, is the one downer. Okay, get a couple of attunement, sure. Oh, we have psionic power. Sure. Oh, but we're not using that one. Because we still have Storm Shaper, we have Duplicate Spellbook, but that's really expensive. I don't know. Let's go for a bunch of these. Oh, right, this is a magical resource. So actually, in retrospect, getting a bunch of Sorcerer to raise this cap up a bunch is huge. Problem is that doesn't solve any of my other issues, but it's fine. We also have a bunch of plots. Maybe I should go back. Let's go back to this. Unfortunately, the cooldowns do not cool down. Let's see. Parallel ready. It's growing. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to have to alternate between casting these two. Because I'm going to need wood. Yeah. Feels weird about just destroying it, though. But I guess there's not much I can do about that. Okay. Do we just keep constructing, gain some skill? I think so. Because yeah, my problem is I don't think there's anything I can do with a tree otherwise. So I have to. Ooh, that is expensive too. Let's see. Well, while we're waiting. Another Urn of Holding. Whenever that pops up, we might as well just get a level in it. Okay. Yeah, 2 can be harvested for wood. Yeah, I need 50 wood because this improves your ability to harness nature. And then Void Moss. Plant that passively generates verdant energy. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be extremely handy. Okay, do we wait a little bit more? I guess I could actually do infuse mana. How much does this give me? 30, 40? That's kind of good. Because yeah, I've been putting that off for a while, and I shouldn't be. Let's see. Anything else? Finding spell power? No, I mean, it's mostly just waiting for my mana reserves to catch up with what I've got. Let's see. Buy some more spellcraft. Because it gives me a little bit of mana every single time I do it. I guess I should take a look at this again. This is taking a while. I think after this cycle, I am good. So let's... Oh, we don't have enough knowledge. Might have to let that stack up then. But otherwise, I can just be casting Conjure Life periodically here. It's fine. Let's just wait until we're done studying the mind, and then I'll switch it over. Because I think we should go back to restorative learning. Okay, we can do it 3 times. Just get this up. Because yeah, per attribute developed, just gaining a bunch of mana is kind of nice. It's not huge. Oh, tech advancements. Let's see what this gets me. And then probably leave it there. Tech advancements developed. Oh, is that a research thing? Ah, technology. So aura bonus levels, aura cost scaling, agromancy refund stats, artifact power and tool costs. This is a lot of things that I might not want to look into right now. Probably infusion and casting type attributes. If I investigate this, infusion related to that, casting related to those. I don't know, brain hurty little bit. I'm sure all of these are actually extremely meaningful, but right now, I think I'm gonna leave it here. So I guess, well, I mean, first and foremost, might as well say that I'm going to be doing a full series on Orb of Creation. I do not know if I'm going to be poking too much at the New Game Plus, as that seems like that might actually be a fair bit of stuff in and of itself, but at the very least, I'm going all the way to the end of what's currently available in the full run, and then we'll just at least give it an ogle. But I'm seriously looking forward to it. A lot of the changes have me very excited. It feels like there's a lot more build crafting going on, and it feels just very dense in such a delicious way. And I can't wait to see what else Marple has done that I haven't even noticed or seen, or so on and so forth. I also really want to get to the point where all of these resources are just getting me small amounts of passive gain, as that is going to be a huge boon long term. But for now, at least, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.